Mick, let me start with you. We all know TV has to be edited for time, right? But changing responses is a whole different thing. Are you calling journalistic malpractice here, or how do you see it?
Look, Republicans have been worrying about this for generations now, that at some point in the recent past, the media, there are some exceptions. One of the reasons I enjoy very much working for NewsNation is one of the exceptions, that the media has been putting their thumb on the scale for Democrat candidates. This is only the most egregious and most recent example. Yes, it's got all of us up in a dither because we're wondering, can you believe the media at all? We've got states around the nation right now going after Twitter, trying to ban laws, pass laws on misinformation. But you've got CBS News and 60 Minutes doing the exact same thing. It's absolutely bizarre. It gives rise to this claim of fake news. It makes you wonder why anybody listens to the news these days, especially at CBS, NBC, and ABC. This is an egregious mistake by CBS. There's not going to be anything to come from it, but this is a bad day in American media.
Chris, I see you shaking your head. I hear the sighs. Why do you see it differently?
I mean, it was an edit for time, and there was a teaser put out, which, by the way, happens in every media form all the time. Donald Trump complains about it, and now it's a controversy because it was in the New York Post, a paper with a circulation of under 40,000 subscribers. So let's be very clear what happens in the media. Sometimes there are long interviews that got to get edited down. This did not change her answer at all. And with all that Donald Trump has been saying,
but do you know that those were part of the same answer?
Distorting the truth in America, for this to be even considered anything of a controversy, compared to people who our network are reporting are not seeking help from FEMA because of the words that came out of Donald Trump's mouth. Now, that's a real controversy.
But
when a guy running for president is misleading storm victims. And this, I mean, this is Chris.
You're changing the topic, Chris. Let me just stick to 60 Minutes for a second. Would you agree, though, because we don't have the full transcript, which I also want to touch on. Wouldn't you agree if, the second 60 Minutes, version that sounded better than the first word salad, if you will, if that was all part of the same response, okay, not as big of a deal, but if that came from a totally different answer she gave in the other 45 minutes of the sit-down, then you have a problem.
I find it hard to believe that that's how that happened. So, release the transcript, please, so that we can all, and by the way, 3 people, Mick Mulvaney will be the only person who reads it. Donald Trump will pretend to have read it, and then he'll lie about what's in it. And then we can move on.
Okay. Mick, tell me why would they not just release the full transcript and also say that they don't do that? I mean, they released it in 2020 with Catherine Herridge's interview with Trump, Jan Crawford's 2019 interview with then Attorney General Bill Barr. Why say you don't release it, and what's the harm in doing so if nothing, happened here?
Yeah. There could be a lot of really good reasons not to release the transcript. There could be some really bad reasons not to release the transcript. And by not releasing it, they're allowing folks to wonder in their minds. I'm certainly wondering. And Chris, I know Chris is putting on a good front today. I get it. Look, I'm on the hot seat in this little game we play some Fridays. He's on the hot seat today. I get it. I understand that. But look, how do we know that was the answer to the question? It's a great point. Was it edited for time? Chris is right. People edit stuff for time all the time. Or was it edited for content to make her look better? Look, I did an interview with CNN when I was in the White House, and the interviewer asked a really bad question on taxes. I gave the answer. It made the interviewer look really bad. They edited it out. If I had given a really bad answer to the question, there's no chance they would have edited it out. And if Democrat had given a really bad question the answer, they might have edited it out. This is why people don't trust the media anymore. CBS has really done a great deal here to undermine their credibility. If they want it back, they should release the transcript.
Chris, I'll give you the last word. Your response to Mick, and also, how do you think it lands with voters?
I've been edited out of lots of interviews in my prior life on other networks, so let's be very clear about that. How does it land with voters? First of all, it's on a topic that's not going to move a single voter, so I don't think it lands at all. Okay. Frankly, we all know that foreign policy does not move the election, and it will not this year either. But look, Donald Trump wants to distract from his own misinformation campaign that he's spreading that is hurting his voters in North Carolina right now. So I guess he's won because we're all talking about it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.